y'all. I'm Ashlyn.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Marla.
And we want you to mansplain baseball elsewhere. I have my coffee cup today. It says Dog Mom, so that's very fitting. It has a little paw in there. So the other one of the sets is Dog Father, and I'm like, they should both say like mother, dog, or dad, mom.
Dad, mom. Yeah, that's weird.
So we're not toasting the makers of this mug, but I will toast fellow bomb threat survivors, UNC and Louisville baseball teams.
That's crazy.
Like, who calls it a bomb threat to a college baseball game? But
a disgruntled parent.
Probably.
Maybe.
So Louisville was losing 5-1, so we're like, but then they ended up winning in extras. Yeah. So I guess it worked. If it was a Louisville.
I was going to say, if that was their strategy, if we have any more bomb threats at Louisville baseball games, then we know.
Yeah. That's something you can't do twice, so they better hope they don't get their ass kicked later in the season.
Exactly. That's a one and done.
That's like saying my grandma died. You got limited amount of those.
Oh, in high school, they actually made me bring in obituaries because we had like 3 relatives die in a 2-week period. They thought it was like live.
Don't they know things come in threes?
I know, exactly. What I do wish came in 3, but we only picked 1 for this week, is our inaugural Hot Boy of the Week.
Yes. I think every team wishes they had 3 of this guy. I was this close to picking Byron Buxton. And then I saw Steven Kwan stats, and oh my God, it wasn't even a question. Steven Kwan, he's 24. He was drafted in 2018 in the 5th round. So you're not expecting, a ton of, Mike Trout level performance. Okay. He was from Oregon State University, I believe. And this kid has not, I say kid, he's like 5 years younger than me. He's like 24. He has not swung and missed at a pitch yet in his major league career. He's played 4 games. Had how many plate appearances? Like 19, I think, at this point. 13 at bats. He's got no home runs yet, but his average is 692. His OPS right now is 1.762. This guy, it's stupid. And he's going crazy. All right. He did drop a ball in the 7th inning yesterday in the game. The Guardians, they didn't start off strong against the Royals. They only scored 1 run in the first 2 games. So you're thinking, okay. And then the second 2 games, they scored 27 runs, 17 and 10. So
you could say he is the best Cleveland Guardian ever.
Probably. They should start the statue, honestly, because he's gonna be amazing. And then he reached base. No, sorry. He hit 5 times in Sunday's game, which is a record for them the past like 80 years. There's only one other guy that did it. Past like 100 years, it's like 4 other guys. So this kid's crazy. He literally can't stop getting on base. He either gets a base hit or gets walked or gets hit himself and gets on base, but still has not swung and missed, which is insanity. So Steven Kwan, Jesus, I'm so excited to watch this guy all season.
We hope we did not jinx you.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry if we did.
If that becomes a thing, we'll change the name, and instead of doing Hot Boy, we'll do like Who Sucks, and we'll reverse jinx you or something.
Like Dansby.
Yeah. We'll be able to slander the shit out of you, bro.
Who does not suck is whoever our Kickass Lady.
Yes. Okay, so this girl is like the opposite of sucking, because today's Kickass Lady is Rhyne Howard, who was drafted #1 overall in the WNBA draft. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was last night.
Last night. Okay, sorry, the days kind of run together, but last night. She is a Kentucky Wildcat. She was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee. She spent the summer of 2018 before going to Kentucky playing for the USA Basketball's 18U team, where she helped them win. I have my notes down here, so I look like I'm looking at the ground. Where she helped them win gold, and she won MVP of that tournament. Then she went to Kentucky for her freshman year. She was SEC Freshman of the Year. Then in the summer of 2019, she went and played with the 19U USA basketball team. She won another gold with them then. Then she went to Kentucky for her sophomore year. She was SEC Player of the Year for her sophomore year. She was SEC Player for her junior year. She's a junior now. Like I said, she just got drafted. She's second in school history in career scoring average, third in career threes. In this year, she averaged 20.5 points and 7.4 rebounds. She led the Wildcats in points, rebounds, three-pointers, steals, and blocks this season.
All the things.
Yes. And that was in her senior year. I think I said she was a junior. But anyways, that was in her senior year. So she won every award that she could. There's actually an ESPN article that has a picture of her with like all the awards, personal and team awards that they've won at Kentucky since she's been there. And it's just like literally her surrounded by trophies. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. Hold on. Because it's a
SEC basketball, women's basketball, like South Carolina won the national championship this year.
Yes.
Like they're pretty decent.
Let's see here if I can. Oh, I want to be able to find it. But anyways, I looked at a bunch of articles, so I'm not going to be able to just click back and know which one it was because there's too fucking many of them. But moral of the story is there's a really cool picture floating around out there of her and all her fucking trophies. And I hope she has a trophy room in her house because she is going to need them. And I didn't say who she was drafted by, the Atlanta Dream. So,
Yep.
Yeah, duh. Okay, so, and they were supposed to draft third, but they traded with, I don't remember who it was. Whoever had the first round pick, I don't know.
I don't remember.
I want to say, I don't
It might have been no, the Wings weren't bad. I don't remember.
Whoever had the first round pick from the draft lottery, they traded with Atlanta. Atlanta had the third. They traded for the fourth in order to draft her. So they kind of, the article I read, and I remember some of this like peripherally, but basically that the Dream has been like kind of a disaster as of lately.
The whole organization, not even just on the court.
Yes, exactly. Like that's what they were saying. Like the whole thing, like top to bottom, is kind of going crazy. So they're basically like scrapping everything and saying we're starting with you, which is pretty cool if you're her, you know.
That is cool. Not to take away from her, but the Washington football team and like having like literally cooking the books. And like, why? Y'all make fun of women's sports. We don't have to lie about income in women's sports.
Yeah, like, I did see that.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah,
so Dream
don't fucking make enough.
Is going to join the Atlanta Braves, and they'll both be 2022 world champions, right? Okay.
Probably, yes. I think that's good. Yes.
I mean, I'd rather my Lynx win, but that's fine.
I really wish I could find this picture of her with all her trophies, but I just realized how many articles I clicked through because apparently there's 100.
When we post the
yes, when we find it, or when I find it, I'll post it when we post everything else. Also, she had, speaking of the draft last night, there was lots of really cool outfits, and hers was particularly awesome. She was in a solid white suit, but the lapels were sparkly sequiny, which was very fun.
You love sequins.
So
there was someone's grandma. There's always someone's grandma in the WNBA draft that like looks fucking killer. I forget whose grandma it was last night, but she looked good. Go look up highlights of that, you guys.
I was cool. I was looking at in the process of looking at this, I ended up looking just like at the outfits from yesterday, and I was like, damn, there's just one in the jumpsuit, and I don't know her name. I'll figure that out too because we'll post hers too. She has blonde curly hair. I can tell you that much. She has blonde curly hair. She wore a black and white jumpsuit, and it was fucking killer. It was awesome.
Super cool.
So we'll have to do a red carpet who did it best, like All-Star Game or WNBA draft or something. And we know WNBA draft will kill it, but
yeah, those poor guys.
Not a chance.
Speaking of not a chance, the Orioles sucked, maybe?
Yeah, they were the only team that got swept. So quick summary of the weekend, the series winners. Phillies, the Rays, they swept. The Orioles, the Phillies over the A's. Rays over the Orioles. The White Sox beat the Tigers. Sorry. Mets over the Nats, Reds and Braves split the series. The Blue Jays, I'll get into that more, but they won that series against the Twins. The Royals and the Guardians split their series. Mariners and Twins also split the series. Cardinals 1-2, Pirates 1-1, and then they got rained out, so that has to be made up June 16th, I believe. So that series is TBD. Cubs over the Brewers, Rockies over the Dodgers, which is fucking
awesome.
hilarious. Twitter was fun.
I think you're on Twitter if you listen to us, but if not, just get on to follow Dodgers Twitter when they lose some.
It's fantastic.
Also Braves when we even put out a lineup, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, really. Dodgers fans were also mad because the Giants won their series over the Marlins, Astros over the Angels, and Padres over the Diamondbacks. And then the Yankees, actually, did they split or did they win their series against the Red Sox? I don't know. I didn't write that one down.
I think they won
I
their
don't remember what happened.
Because I remember, I don't know, I think they won because like Yankees Twitter was like, y'all are arguing about this team and it's literally the first series and we won. I think they won. But
yes, no team's undefeated right now, so nobody feel too bad except, getting swept by the Rays, the Orioles, but they probably always feel bad. The division leaders right now, the Blue Jays and the Rays are tied, the White Sox, the Astros, the Phillies, the Cubs, the Cardinals are tied, and the Padres. There have been 6 Grand Slams so far, which is bananas. I'm going to try to keep track of the Grand Slams all season and just see what the total is. So that should be fun.
It's always juiced. I'm sorry.
It's
I love it.
definitely juice or something. And like they've said, yeah, there's the new ball this year, but there's something. Something's happened to it.
In a lot of these series.
Yeah. And I mean, it's awesome. Keep the ball juiced. Juice it more. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's fun. Other big news, the Pirates signed Ke'Bryan Hayes to an 8-year contract extension through the 2029 season with a club option for 2030. And I didn't see a number on that yet, but I imagine it's a decent amount. We know Bob Nutting won't pay what he deserves, but yeah. So it's exciting.
Not decent. Alex Baum literally got called on camera saying, "I fucking hate this place."
I love that.
Kudos to them for being like, yeah, I fucking said it.
And then to the Phillies fans, again on Twitter, the comments, like one guy was like, maybe he's not built to play here. The rest were like, you know what, you're right. We're assholes. Like,
yeah, like at least he wasn't like, no. What I really said was, I fucking, and just like bullshitted. At least he was like, yeah, bro, that's what I said. My bad. Like I probably shouldn't have, but yeah, I fucking said it because you guys are dicks.
Who amongst us has not said that we hate our job?
Right?
Nobody. It's fine.
I said it by 8:07 this morning. I got there at 8:06.
Right.
Yeah, truly. I also probably said it a couple times because we updated our software today, and I could not work from 7:45 to 1:33, but also could not leave. Anyway.
So dumb.
Jobs are stupid. Also, speaking of stupid, did you see the Cincinnati Reds president and COO his thing today? So the guy, it was a radio interview and I haven't listened to the whole thing. Somebody just sent it to me, but I listened to like the little snippet, and it was he was basically like, I mean, y'all can't really be pissed at the Reds because like, what are you gonna do? Leave? You gonna root for somebody else?
Yes.
And
what?
then another. First of all, this dude, by the way, if you don't know what he looks like, because I didn't, he just looks like a fucking jackass, okay? He's got like slick back hair and he wears mirrored sunglasses. Ugh. So he's a dick. And so that interview came out, whatever. Today's Reds opening day. So everybody's at the park, including this motherfucker. And another reporter asked him again, was like, hello, you know what you said earlier? Did you really mean that, or would you like to clarify? And this motherfucker was like, yes, that's what I meant. What else are you going to do? You can't be upset with us for you can't be upset with us for the team's performance. You have to just root for these guys. We haven't given up. You can't either.
It's not your son's little league team.
Also, unless they're holding people hostage, maybe someone should look into that. They can leave anytime they want to.
But it was oh, and while he's saying this, So he's got on mirrored sunglasses and slick back fucking hair and a blazer that is the color of my hair. Okay?
Which is bright red, like a fire.
I know they're the reds, but like you just look like an asshole if you wear that color in a blazer. You just look like an asshole. You do. So if you're talking like an asshole and looking like an asshole,
Pick a
it's
struggle.
just not good for you. It's not good for you. But literally, he was just like, I mean, what are you gonna do about it? Essentially.
Oh, honey.
Like,
Braves Twitter would have immediately jumped ship. I don't know how petty Reds fans are, but
here's the quote on upset Reds fans. Where are you gonna go? Let's start there. Sell the team to who? What would you do to make this team more profitable? It would be to pick it up and move it elsewhere. So be careful what you ask for.
oh my.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if I didn't have another reason not to live in Ohio, there's
I didn't really need one, but yikes. Yikes on bikes.
You know, I know nothing about their ownership, but I feel like the Toronto Blue Jays have nicer owners than that because they have to be Canadian, right? Maybe.
I believe they are. And if not, I think it's much like the rule with umpires. If you don't know their name, it's a good thing. So
Yes.
you don't hear about them. No news is good news. But I bet they were rooting for the Blue Jays to sweep the Rangers because that would have been the first opening series sweep in 10 years, and they did not get it. And it's probably because I was tweeting by like the third or fourth thing, like, oh, they're going to get their first opening series sweep in 10 years. Shut up, dumb bitch. Should have known. They were up 6-0 in the bottom of at the end of the third. And then the Rangers tied it in the fourth and never looked back. They lost 12-6 in that game. It was not pretty. Ryu was not good. The bullpen was not good. It just kept snowballing and it was bad. So I don't want to talk about that one anymore. But then yesterday they went to the Bronx and I was worried, but they ended up winning 3-0, which I did not see coming, especially with the pitching and, you know, the whole pitching situation. I said before the season started, it's our bullpen's got to get sharp, and apparently our starting pitchers also needed more spring training. So, but Yankees didn't get a run. So
there seems to be a lot of pitchers starting off bad or getting hurt or whatever.
There was, what was I? Oh, I was listening to Locked On MLB earlier, and they were saying the same thing. Like, it's there's only been like 2 or 3 pitchers that came out shoving. So, yeah, I'm not gonna freak too much. Although, after losing their spot in the postseason by 1 game last year, I really wanted to get that sweep. But whatever. Yesterday, Springer got all 3 of the RBIs, including his second homer of the year. That home run jacket is getting some wear and tear. So I hope they have a dry cleaner on site. And finally, the Blue Jays made some roster moves. It was like 7:00 last night, so it was like right before the game started. Anthony Kay was recalled from AAA. Tyler Heineman was put on the roster. He's a catcher. Danny Jansen was placed on the 10-day IL. I forget what that was for, hamstring or something, that they said he hurt in the game on Sunday, but he was able to finish and then couldn't come back for Monday. Taylor, I don't know, weird spelling. Saucedo was optioned to AAA, and Josh Palacios was DFA'd to make room on the roster for Heineman being put on. So a little flurry of moves there. We'll see. They're busy this week. They've got to finish up the series with the Yankees. I believe that's a 4-game series. And then where do they go after that? I should have had this prepared. Oh, please. Oakland. So busy week. No off days yet. So I'm excited to see what they keep doing. Scared for the bullpen and the starting pitching, all the pitching. But excited for the bats because they're hot.
That's awesome. Yeah, so Sunday the Tigers got crushed by the White Sox, but Rex Ryan was there. So in case you care about football, I don't know. He looks like he's lost even more weight, so good job. And then on Monday, Javi Baez got the go-ahead 2-run home run, and then Gregory Soto came in, and he's like their version of Kelly Jansen, Will Smith, kind of like he was literally their all-star last year because every team has to have one. But also, 2 runs is not enough to give him. He made it interesting, but they did come out with the win. Today, I thought maybe they'd win again, but then they did not. They got 3 runs in the third, which I was like, hey, this is a nice side of this to be on, actually scoring in the third as opposed to the Braves. But it wasn't enough. They fell apart near the end of the game. But that was life.
Sucks.
It's probably because I got busy at work and couldn't watch, and so then they were like, why bother? Emily's not watching us.
They needed your mojo.
They did. So, it is what it is. My Tigers reports are short and sweet. But, Torkelson got his first hit today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, and did you see the
1999 thing?
Yes.
Do we have to talk about it?
Yeah, Torkelson was born in 99. I'm frozen, by the way, but I'm not going to fix it right now.
We see you moving, or at least I
Okay,
do.
good.
Yeah.
Torkelson was born in 99, and he got his first hit off Rich Hill, who was drafted in 99.
Yeah.
And
And
also,
they did Rich Hill so wrong with that.
That
because
picture is so bad.
He looked like a dead man in that picture.
and
That was
maybe his first
calculated.
hit off of Ridge Hill in 2005. And so, but it's not the record for the longest time. Maddox was the pitcher in the longest, year span of a hitter and pitcher matchup.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it was, but, 17 years these guys have been playing each other.
It's wild.
Like a whole driver.
That's scary.
Like you can have your driver's license and the time they've been playing each other.
Man.
So anyway, I felt old. Because I remember
Yes.
1999 and we all thought the world was going to crash.
Ah, that was so weird. Yeah, I have a time. My mom still has a time capsule that I made. We made them. I was in 4th grade in 99 or 5th grade, something like that. And we made these time capsules because I don't know why. We just did.
People did.
Anyway, she still has them. And if I remember correctly, she told us we were supposed to open them in 20 years, which, hello, it's been that long. But we haven't opened them, and she still has them. And also, they're clear shoe boxes, so you can see it.
A Beanie Baby? A scrunchie?
Oh.
The only thing I do remember.
Butterfly clips.
I don't know what all I put in there, but the one thing I remember is I put in, I don't know what magazine it was, YM, Teen Vogue, whatever, I don't know. But I remember the magazine had Christina Aguilera on the front.
Tiger Beat.
Maybe that. I genuinely don't know what the magazine was. But we still had magazines then, and Christina Aguilera was on it.
Nice.
Yeah, so, okay.
Anyway, there's no segue to Astros from Christina Aguilera that I know of.
No, they're both out of this
Yeah, she's
world.
from Pittsburgh, so I got nothing.
So, there's none, but it doesn't matter.
She's out of this world.
There you go. We'll just start talking about the Astros, and I will tell y'all, first, I told y'all they're opened on the West Coast, so, they're playing in the middle of the fucking night. And also, their schedule's very interesting in the fact of they were off yesterday. They're also off on Thursday. So,
Jeez.
Friday.
And someone said they and all their affiliates were off yesterday.
Yes.
Somehow the entire organization was off.
So the entire organization had yesterday off.
Is she?
No one played anything. Today they start at the Diamondbacks, so still playing in the middle of the night. Thank you. They play the Diamondbacks for 3, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're off Friday again, which is very weird. But in that series so I only have one game to talk about so far, but that series with the Angels over the weekend where you wrapped it up on Sunday with a win against the Angels 4-1. Jeremy Pena ended up, he was very shaky that first game. Then he got his first home run in the second game. He ended up going 6 for 16 with a home run in the series and looked pretty good defensively. So Carlos Correa, it doesn't matter. Jose pitched on Sunday. He looked really good. He went 4 scoreless. That was beautiful. And and we took 3 or 4 from the Angels. So that's great because everybody wants to talk about how good the Angels should be and how great. And the Astros lost Correa, so maybe they're not the favorites anymore, but they're still the favorites. We're still going to win the
He
division.
did give CPR to his bat, so
Yes.
He's adorable.
Shohei did do that. That was cute. So yeah, they have today, or they had yesterday off. They start with the Diamondbacks today. And let's see, what time are they playing in the middle of the night tonight? They start at 8:40 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm gonna watch like 2 innings tops and then go to sleep. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I will catch y'all when y'all are back in God's time zone.
Yeah. I think it's God's time zone here in the East.
That's okay. Everybody's wrong sometimes.
Sunday was good. Olsen got his first home run in the Braves uniform, so that was nice. Colin McHugh, I think, turned it around from his previous outings. I did think that I was going to be blacked out of the Nats series, but it's like on like MESN2, not the normal one. So maybe that's why I wasn't blacked out, because I'm like always am. But I kind of wish I was yesterday because we just got murdered. They scored runs in the 3rd inning. Like, like I really want him to like, but also, I don't want to say we just left him in a little bit too long. Like we let them score 2, which anyway, went off the like outfield wall, let them score 2, and then we still left him in. Like nobody was warming up at all. Like, I don't even know if they knew where the bullpen was. I don't know.
It got lost.
Yeah. And then I felt like they just were kind of like, F it, we're giving this game up.
They were like, people got their rings. Whatever. Go home. Get at.
I feel like Dansby thinks it's a little bit. He does every year as well to just like start like god awful. And
yeah,
then,
I mean, we all know he's streaky as hell, but we also all know that if we slander the shit out of him, the streak ends and then he gets good.
right. What I also did not appreciate, somebody on your Twitter was like, well, he only has 1 less hit than Ozzy. Okay, but Ozzy thrives on.
We're not talking about Ozzy. Mind your business.
We're talking about Dansby.
I know. I was like, that's not the point.
Don't you bring Ozzy into this?
There's no reason for Ozzy to be talked about right now.
Also very glad my dog named Ozzy is outside, or he'd be very confused.
Also, I'm sorry, this happened like, I guess maybe 7 minutes before we started recording, but they DFA'd Jacob Webb.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So they, for tonight, that, we were going to get an extra guy because we sent Willie and who was it, Tucker down. So they pulled up Jackson Stevens.
Sure.
And DFA Jacob Webb.
And Elder's getting his start, but here's the thing that I don't want to question Snit. He has a ring. I don't. But you're starting a new pitcher and your lineup is funky as hell. Like, do you not think you'd give him some run support or try to? Watch us score like 14 runs tonight.
Yeah, probably.
But it's just like Arcia, I always mispronounce his name, and Arcia, there you go. And Heredia are both in it. I was trying to like combine the 2 of them.
I understand.
Are both in it.
It's like Swan's person. Same person.
Yeah. I mean, I know Eddie hasn't been hot, but
honestly, no one's been hitting other than Redacted and Austin and Matt Olson. That's it.
Yeah.
Nobody else has hit the ball. God love them. And it's fine. Like, it's 5 games in, whatever. I know. Who cares? It's kind of hard to bitch to be. My whole attitude's changed. 5 games into last year, I was bitching. But 5 games in, I don't really care. Sorry. I'm having a hard time caring.
August, so we're good.
Yeah, like, I just don't really care at all. But it's fine.
Bitching is hard work, but we do the hard work here at Mansplain BB Pod, so we will do it.
But yeah, it looked horrible yesterday. To be quite honest, I don't think, it is a starting picture.
No, they keep trying to make it happen. I don't think
that's who he is, but I mean, you can keep trying, I guess. I think that time before he broke his hand was not him. That was an anomaly. You know what I mean? Like he was pitching out of his mind, and that was really cool. But I don't think that's who he is. I think he would be a great reliever if they would just leave him there.
I talked about using openers again.
Right. Like that's possible. And then Tucker Davidson didn't look great. I mean, I think he is a starter, but that's fine. Everybody has
expected to be thrown in there like when he was.
Right. Yeah,
like,
because we all thought Tucker was going to be starting today because we're doing the whole 6-man rotation thing. And then they tried him out there. I was like, okay, well, he's apparently not going to start tomorrow.
Right.
Then we got to watch Spencer Strider throw like a million miles an hour. That's fun. That's really fun. I like doing that a lot. I wish we had more 100 out. Now I get it. Like why we don't really have people who throw that hard, you know? But getting to see Spencer throw 100, I'm like, okay, this is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Maybe the Dodgers are onto something. Can we also end the Sean Newcomb experiment, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love Newt.
I know. God love him.
Anyway, he's got a new baby. He needs to go spend.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Clear head.
I'm sure there's a good picture somewhere in the world of softball.
There's a ton of fucking good pictures. Pictures? Jeez, now I'm doing it. I'm pictures, yes. I was showing you guys a picture of the photo of the week from the NCAA account. This is Bubba Gleaves. I don't know if that's her real name. I'm assuming it's a nickname, but if not, you do you. She made a diving catch for the final out for the CU Lions. I forget what school that actually is. They beat Yale on Saturday 3-1, and that was a cool.
So probably Columbia.
Oh yeah, it's Columbia. Yep. Thank you. Arizona State has been on a crazy streak. They are only number 13 in the rankings, but they have won 17 games in a row, and they swept Oregon, and now they are on top of the Pac-12 standings. But as far as like all the NCAA conferences, they are number 13. So quick rundown: Alabama, Oklahoma, Virginia Tech, Florida State, and UCLA are the top 5. Those are all pretty standard. Alabama is 35-5. Oklahoma is undefeated. They're 36-0, which is
really good.
I can't even fucking fathom that. That doesn't make any sense. Way down the list, I looked for our schools. Auburn's 23. They're 29-9. North Carolina is 20-20, and Penn State is 23-15, which is honestly better than I thought they'd be doing at this point because our baseball and softball teams are not usually good. Cold weather states, it's not good.
Yeah. You have an excuse.
Yeah. College softball is also coming to a close. Excuse me. The end of next month.
Mm-hmm. It'll be over rapidly.
Yeah. So, and it's gonna go like that because time's fake. The World Series starts June 2nd, and the championship game is scheduled for either June 9th or June 10th, depending on how it all plays out. So, yeah, it's getting exciting, folks.
Yay! What else is exciting is our new 3 episodes a week format.
Yes.
If that's not enough for you, you can find us Braves Ashland, Braves Emily, Braves Marla. Ashland puts out something about college baseball every single day, so do that. We're Mansplain BB Pod on Twitter. We're trying to do better about that. We're on Instagram, Mansplain Baseball
BB Podcast.
Oh, Mansplain BB Podcast on Patreon. Yay. If you want to see more, support us.
And on YouTube, you can see our beautiful faces.
Yes.
Which really, our facial expressions are worth clicking that extra link.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so we will get this up, and then we will get the next episode out to you on Good Friday or Monday, Thursday. I don't know if you celebrate. That's Thursday and Friday this week before Easter. So, yeah, my dad's a pastor. That slips in.
She's like, I know all this stuff.
Anyway, on that lovely note, I hope you have a great Holy Week. Get your taxes done. Do Monday.
Oh, yeah, your tax day is Monday. So.
Yes. Get them done.
Get your shit done. Me, the accountant, has not done mine yet. But it's fine.
Okay.
I
It's
have
fine. Everything's fine. I hope that Cincinnati Reds owner hasn't done his either and gets stuck with the happy.
I hope he gets an audit. I hope he's
IRS
randomly
comes after
chosen
your
for an
ass.
audit.
Yes. That's what we're going to wish for.
Pray for that on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. On all these random tangential notes, y'all have a good rest of your day.
See
Bye,
ya.
guys.
Bye.